Hi everyone, this is Hin. This is my Stage 3 project's intern review 2. First, I want you to think back to the past few months. No one on the street and all the shop was closed. People didn't get ready right away. And many things happen in a place that we can't see. After a few months lockdown, most of the shops still closed, except some business like cafe, Chinese takeaway, and they're still opening and offering takeaway food in an app platform and selling grocery. To maintain their business, they are struggling to keep their shop open. Recently, shop reopen and more things get back to usual, but the future still changes. Unpredictable things happen anytime, like second outbreak. So thus people ready for everything. So what is the future scenario look like? So my question is focused on from post-pandemic to future, how can we redesign local cafes' customer experience to people in the possible change of the future? I learned earlier that unemployment problem may be difficult to solve from a design perspective, so I started again. The community focus is one of my choice. Since my connector has rejected my further connect, I need to think again about which direction I should go. So I assumed that I was going to commercialize the project and start helping the people in front of me, so I want to pick an area close to where I live. So finally, I hope to study the coffee culture and the people around West End. Then I make a new plan. First, read the information about this area, like history, culture. Then I know it was hard for me to invite people to have interview immediately, especially at this time period. So I'm working on hidden observation to know what is happening every day. Each day, like spending 20 minutes in 3 days. I know the owner, I can invite them to have a longer chat. It's so lucky that someone posted the really detailed research that I can move faster. Like I learned about who living in West End and what kind of people they will go to cafe. So basically cafe is a lifestyle improvement about the people. Comparing to other regions cafe, they mainly run in community center. They serve locals and think about how to strengthen community cohesion, which the business focus is a bit different from the cafe in West End. I went to the cafe as a customer to enjoy a cup of coffee. So actually it was a crash to drink several coffee in one day. Then I saw many operations that the shop owner have done, like the blackboard, noticed, and reused the interior space for grocery. I summarized the bullet point from each angle of my observation, that each store have their own stable customer foundation. These customers might show up frequently. The shop have their own special decoration to determine their unique style. The old cafe, which opened many years, they are not running much social media. I think it's because they already have a stable fans of their shop. And there are some questions I might ask them in the interview. The engagement tools I made in interview first is the ideation card, which the idea from other institute to help me to gain more information from interviewee and also to let them understand what I'm doing. But they still doubt about my work. So each time I have to explain a lot about what I'm doing. The second one is the participant card. It's like business card, so I can leave it to them and they know who I am. After that, the insight I found, I made it as a dialogue story. The lady in the scene, she's thinking about how can she keep hygiene when she go out. She is making sure that she will stay short outside and with people she knows to reduce the infection. She wants everything to be clean and safe. The shop owner has his own idea about hygiene, so he thinks some measure from government, like wearing gloves, masks, are not work. They are still dirty anyway. So I think the reason why he thinks like that is because he didn't consider about the sense of safety to the customer. It's also an important point. So I transform it into another question. How can we get people off the hook for an unsafe customer experience in cafe? The second story is about the shop owner want to buy a heat detector guns to make the business environment safer. He tried to see it in Amazon and he didn't know which one to buy. He doesn't have any official instructions about that, but he think it is a real need. From my point of view, I think the way we can visualize the damage is a potential point to walk further. So a question comes out, how can we make it easier to get and use the healthy testing tool or make unsafety visible? The third story I want to show is about the marketing strategy that self-employment should apply. They told me really good concept of their shop, but I didn't see how they tell their story to customer. And I think the impression of the cafe to customer might be an opportunity. Also, it's suitable for the promotion or any marketing strategy during the pandemic about the shop. So, this is my 3 directions. And what is your idea? I can't wait to see the feedback. To engage with people is a precious opportunity for me, so I want to bring something good to them. Here, I want to design a co-create toolkit. It has 2 parts. The first part is the co-create journey map. To collect the real feedback, I want to invite someone I know as a real customer to have experience in the cafe and write it down what they think and what they are doing. The second part is the role play review. I create a set of scenario card based in journey map, then hand to different stakeholders like researcher, owner, staff, customer, and community stuff, and show them what's the point of view about each scenario, and also can provide the idea to solve a problem. And there is some question I want to ask in next page. I have 4 questions. The first one is the area I investigate is relatively prosperous, and the residents are almost from the middle class, so I may pay less attention to community or deprived such problems. So is that alright to walk in this direction? My second question is, will all the project finish by 3rd of August, or it will be fine to finish before 12th of August? My third question is, what if the quantity of qualitative data is not too much? Should I put in more data on it? My last question is, I still have some relevant people to connect, such as Shiv and food bank stuff, and do I need to connect with them now so I can get their perspective of the project? Thank you for watching my intern review.